And here we are at the Racecourse Ground in Wrexham, guys. About to head into this home game, our first home game of the season in front of the home crowd. And as you can see here, looking very nice in the stadium. We'll have our first team debut in the last game. In the last episode, we didn't quite perform as we expected, and the late equaliser from the opposition team denied us, unfortunately. So it was a 1-1 draw. And now we're heading into the next two games of the season, guys. I believe we have a league game and a cup game coming up as well. Now, I just wanted to show you around the stadium here at the Racecourse Ground. We've come in, we've had a look around, and maybe one day, if we stay here at Wrexham for a few seasons, we'll get our face up there on one of the banners. It looks really cool to be one of those players up there, a regular main player in the Wrexham squad, signing a new contract, or we can look at signing for a new team and putting a prospective club down, guys. As you can see here, we had an objective to buy a high-end hybrid mattress using up £8,500 of our money, and we think we will do it come towards the end of this episode when we find a house. We're going to move into a new house probably at the beginning of the next episode, and we're going to be getting a new high-end mattress for then as well. So coming up now, we have a game against Tranmere, guys. It's Wrexham against Tranmere. We are at home. It's a point apiece on the board for each team, and we have been put on as a substitute for this game. We will be coming on late on, as you can see here, guys. I'm going to be showing you like this. Currently 0-0 in the 81st minute, and Akers getting put on as left striker. So we get a chance here. We've got about 9 minutes of this game to really make an impact if we can. We're going to be going like this for a while until we can impress off the bench, and then hopefully we'll get some starting lines, and then we'll be in the starting squad for the rest of the season, hopefully. And then the games will be a little bit longer. The episode's a little bit longer because at the moment we're just kind of getting through what we can. There's our objectives. The match rating is 6.5. Complete one pass in the opponent's half and get at least one goal and or assist to finish this game off if we want to complete all of our targets and impress our manager, Phil Parkinson. Now, here we are. Also, one thing to note is the camera angle will be like this until about episode 7 or 8, and then it will be changing to the pro camera as you guys have requested, because I really think that's a good idea. We just can't do it yet because I'd already pre-recorded these games. Now, we're moving into the first highlight of the game in the 89th minute already for this one, guys. There's not really going to be much of a highlight for this one in this game with Wrexham. Akers picking up a little bit of an injury, and the Wrexham players trying to pass it around the defence. We're currently sitting at 0-0 on the scoreline, and it's about to finish up the game. Unfortunately, there really was nothing going on at all. We're looking to really push forward with the last chance, and then we go. Akers on the ball, and he was called offside. He did try and make something with the last 15 seconds to go in this 1 minute of stoppage time, but we weren't able to do so. And unfortunately for our objective, guys, it isn't looking good for now, but we will try and progress on through as we come off the bench. 9 minutes really isn't much time, especially on a 6-minute halves. I've got it on at the moment. I might increase it, but at the moment it's just not much time to do anything really at all. 91st minute is about to be up, and there goes the final whistle. Our game here, we came on 10 minutes ago, wasn't able to do anything, barely able to get on the ball, and a draw here in Wrexham's second fixture at the home Racecourse Ground. So unfortunately for us, we will be going away with another point. No loss yet this season, which is good, but no win yet either. The number 16 here, Rory Akers, coming off the bench and not really having enough time to put in a good performance. We got a 5.4 rating. We played 10 minutes of the match, and that was about it. And as you can see, unfortunately, the post-match screen, we failed all 3 objectives. Just couldn't really get on the ball, couldn't do anything. The game ended before we even knew what was going on, and we're going to head away with a 0-0 draw here. I'm looking positive though. We're in Wrexham, we're at the car dealership, we're getting a few errands done. We actually need to buy a car for our next game in the Carabao Cup, coming up at home against Watford in this episode. That'll be very soon indeed. But guys, we're just arriving here at the car shop in Wrexham, where we're looking for a new vehicle, something cheap, something we can just run around with, something we can just use for now until we can buy the car we want. And I need you guys to let me know in the comments down below what car you think we should be buying as a mid-range decent car once we get a few couple $1,000 pounds together, maybe 10-20,000 pounds we can get together and buy a real nice car. For now, these ones on the right side here are only a couple like 2,000, so we're going to be buying one of these. I think this one on the end here looks pretty good. It looks quite nice, and the other ones on the other side are a little bit too expensive for our current budget, but we're going to be probably buying this one here. It looks quite nice. It's just a cheap, affordable car to run around here in Wrexham until we get going. It's second hand, so it's not too expensive. Apparently it runs well, it's got good mileage, and we're going to take this one out for a spin now and purchase it. We're going to go talk to the manager here. We're just going to pay him in cash £2,000, sorry, used to saying dollars, and we're going to use this car for our first car as a run around, just so we can get from A to B around here, because at the moment we're struggling catching taxis everywhere. It really isn't the most efficient way to do things. As you can see here, just talking to the manager, we've come to, done all the paperwork, and we have purchased this car. Now in the pre-season, or the pre-series last season, we got our driver's license, so we are now able to drive around here in Wrexham in our new car. So it's a cool little thing to do here, and then we'll be figuring out what car we want to buy for the future. Maybe BMW, maybe a Tesla, maybe something different, maybe a Ferrari if we want to save our money. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Now, coming up, we have got our training coming up, and we're going to be heading to training, getting underway with this next training. And the manager had a chat with us while we were here, just had a quick note with him, and he said he wanted us to read a book by a club legend. So he handed us over a book from one of the club legends. We gave it a read, and we got a few extra points on our personality tier. So we're pushing up in the tier 1 at the moment, as you can see here. We're currently 58% Maverick, 20-something% Heartbeat, and about 23% Virtuoso. No, I can't say that. And so let me know what kind of way we want to go about this. There's shooting, there's different kinds of things we can go for here with the different styles and selecting a play style based on our personality. That's something we want to do. We got an A in this training, so that's really great to see. And we're going to be heading into the next game against Watford in the Carabao Cup, guys. We're coming on in the 75th minute this time. The manager giving us 15 minutes on the game, but we are 1-0 down. So unfortunately, we weren't able to do any goal scoring before we got on, and we're coming on at left striker. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge here. Hopefully, we can put in a good performance. We got to get a 6.5 rating here in this Carabao Cup game, take at least one shot on target, and get at least one goal and assist. So we've got some pretty good objectives to do. If we can get a goal or an assist, that'll be great. But it is Watford. They are a championship team, and it will be a tough fixture. We're already 1-0 down with 15 minutes to go. And here goes the game getting underway now. It's Watford on the ball, looking to get one forward. Headed down here with Akers on his first chance straight away. Lays it back there to Young. What's he going to do getting forward now? It's trying to make a bit of space, but the Wrexham players have gone back to their defence, looking to work their way through this Watford team, who have set up shop to defend for the rest of this game. 1-0 up. McLean on the ball now on the left wing here, laying it there to Jack Jones. Jones pushing through there and trying to get it here to Akers, unable to really get it through straight away. Akers gives the ball away, unfortunately, and the ball then goes up the pitch here in the 77th minute and out of play by a Watford man. Now we're heading into the next highlight very soon, but a substitution here for Wrexham sees a couple of players coming off. In the 78th minute, Lee is on, and we're going to be getting underway now. I'm passing it around our defence. O'Connell there on the ball, looking to push forward now. Wrexham, can we do it? No, we've given it away here to Watford. They're going to push forward now with a chance on the counter-attack. Livermore there, Young with an interception, giving it to Cannon, pushing through a great chance here for Akers. He's on the space, but no one's given it to him. Mullen should have passed it there. Didn't quite get the pass away. Young pushing forward to Jones. Jones back to Young. We're pushing forward in the 80th minute down the left wing, laying it central to Jones once again. He's got options in the middle to Cannon. Cannon there, back to McLean. No one's getting it to Akers at the moment, but it's gone to Mullen. Mullen back to McLean, and no one's trying to shoot. This Watford defence is really strong. They've got so many blocks in, and the ball gets cleared away. We're into the 84th minute, and another substitute for Wrexham sees Evans on the pitch as well. Good little header there from Akers to Evans. Evans spreads it wide here to Lee. Lee on the ball now. Can he get this one into Akers? He's laid it square to Evans. Akers in the box, tries to get the ball, but it got blocked. And this really strong Watford defence is holding steady at the moment. They're really putting up the defences in the 86th minute now, but they're pushing forward with a counter-attack. Seamer on the ball now. What's he going to do with it here? He's got options in the middle. Lays it there to Healy. And Healy has gone and scored what looks to be a game-finishing goal in the Carabao Cup first round. Watford 2, Wrexham 0. And after all of our little endeavours at the other end of the pitch there, they've countered us in one fell swoop and have gone and scored a late second goal in this game. It looks like that's going to be it for Wrexham in the EFL Cup this season already. No chance of a cup run in this one. Unfortunately, we have gone 2-0 down here, and Akers on a 5.9 at the moment, unable to get a goal and an assist. He needs to get a 6.5 as well to impress this manager, otherwise it's not going to be looking good for the next episode. And the ball going forward now, 92nd minute, Akers on it here. What's he going to do? He's going to try run down the wing. He's got an opportunity to open up the space. He's laid it central there to Young. Young with a chance to go forward. Can we get an assist here with this? No, he's laid it central to Mullen, and it's in the back of the net. It is 2-1 on the scoreline with 1 minute of added time remaining. Unfortunately, we didn't get the goal or the assist we needed for our objective, but we did get a semi-assist, which is the pass before the assist. But I don't think it's going to make a difference to the manager, because on his ratings we needed to get an assist, and unfortunately that wasn't quite the one we needed. But it is great to see Mullen scoring here, guys. It is 2-1, Watford 2, Wrexham 1. I don't think there's going to be enough time to do anything else in this game unless we really push in the last few seconds. Paul Mullen there scoring his first goal in the Carabao Cup this season, and he's gone and he's happily gone and got that one, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Unfortunately, we did concede a few minutes ago, and it might have just sealed our fate here in the Carabao Cup. Pushing forward now as the final whistle's about to blow, and unfortunately that is it. That is our cup run over in the Carabao Cup here to Watford. We played the last 15 minutes of this game. We got a semi-assist there and played relatively well in general. I don't think we quite made a 6.5. I think we got like a 6.3 in this one. which sadly wasn't quite the result we needed. And it's not going to be looking good for our manager objective as we are trying to get a first team place, but having 16 minutes on the pitch, we got a 6.7, so we did complete that objective, but we weren't able to complete the other 2 objectives. So we did get +5 manager rating. He was slightly impressed with what we were able to produce on the pitch, which is nice to see, and we got a few more personality points to add to that one as well. So we're going to be heading out of this game now and heading out of this episode very shortly. We're in Stansted at the moment in Wrexham, guys. We have been talking to a letting agent for a house to rent, and we found one. She is here. She's willing to show us around, and we might get the paper signed to get this place a rent contract underway for us. Now, looking at our attributes we've got up here at the side, we've got a few things going on. We're currently currently on acceleration, a bit of sprint speed, and looking to get some free kick accuracy and shooting all going up as well. So if there's any ideas of how you want Rory to progress as a player in terms of attributes, let me know in the comments down below. And we're definitely going to be slowing down the attribute at the moment, so we don't want to go any higher than about 72 or 3, which we already are. So we're going to leave that like that for the remainder of the season for the most part, just so we don't push on too much higher than the rest of the team. Now, we are arriving here at the house for rent here in Stansted in Wrexham, and there is a letting agent waiting for us, just having a coffee. And there's even a little cat down here on the side, a nice friendly neighborhood cat meowing away. Hello, buddy. And we're just about to get into the house. Have a quick look around. She's got the papers with her. We've already said we're pretty keen to move straight in, and she says it's available now. So hopefully by the start of the next episode, we can get mum and dad to come up here with all of our gear from London and bring it up to us here in Wrexham and come and see the house, come and see how we're doing in Wrexham, because dad hasn't actually seen a Wrexham game yet, but he's been a bit too busy working, but he hopefully will be up to come and watch us in the next episode, guys. That's really exciting. And now, one thing to note, we have got our high-end hybrid matches, which we're going to be putting in. If we do move in, it'll be going in this room here with our master bed, which is going to be really, really cool. What do you think of the house, guys? Let me know in your comments down below. And if you liked the video, give us a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And coming up in the next episode, we've got a game against Newport County in the EFL League 2. We've also got another League 2 game as well. Straight after that one, it's against Accrington Stanley. So make sure you stay tuned for those 2 episodes where hopefully we'll be getting a starting position, or at least coming off the bench with a bit more time to make an impact. That's it from me for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll be moving into this house in the next one. That's it. Peace out.